This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News9, English news as it should be.
Hello and welcome. You're watching a very special edition of the Content Hub VAM Summit 2026. I am Krishna Kumar. We here at News9 are bringing to you all the highlights of this big content summit that is taking place here at the NESCO Centre in Mumbai, the famous Bombay Exhibition Centre, where all things content are being discussed. You have content creators, VFX artists, production houses, platforms, all of them coming together to discuss where content is headed. Because as it's said, India doesn't just watch content, it consumes it, it connects with it, and it does it relentlessly. And the way India has been consuming content and connecting with it has been changing dramatically in the post-pandemic world. And with the arrival of AI redefining the way content is made, a lot needs to be thought about and a lot needs to be decided going forward on what it's going to be, to tell stories to people, to get their attention, because that's what this summit is all about. How do you get the audience's attention? Because let's face it, apart from oil, it's attention span, which is one of the most crucial commodities in the world. And as far as the content business is concerned, it's all about increasing the attention span that they have with the audiences. So we caught up with some of the biggest people in the content business at this summit. We're here at the Content Hub Summit and we're in conversation with Ritika Sabarwal, Head Original Productions, Factual and Lifestyle at Warner Brothers Discovery. Ritika, thank you so much for speaking to us. Simple, straightforward question. What a time we are having this conversation. What a time to have this summit, isn't it? Because when so much is changing when it comes to content, from ideating for content to distributing content, everything is undergoing a sea change thanks to artificial intelligence.
I don't think it's only thanks to artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is effectively a tool. We still believe in actual storytelling. We believe in making content that works, that people want to watch, that is real. I think that sticks. I mean, AI is great, it's effective, everybody's experimenting, and as one should. But I feel it's a secondary tool. It just elevates your content, but your content is first.
A very special guest in conversation with me, Divya Datta. Thank you so much for being with us. We've all loved watching you in TV series, movies and everything. It's all changing, isn't it? You know, the storytelling is, now you can't say this is OTT storytelling, movie storytelling. What is it like for an actor to be in this business today? You are such a seasoned campaigner in this business, and then you have AI now. Actors have to protect their AI representation as well. So what is going through your mind when you're here at a summit like this discussing content and the way forward?
Well, I guess if we're talking about actors, then it is one of the finest times actors could have, because I think your audience has really wanted now new stories, stories that belong to them, they can resonate with, and hence it gives you such layered characters which are very relatable for the audience. And as far as AI is concerned, I think as long as the two complement each other and don't bite into the other, I think it's great.
And lots of talk about culture and connecting with people, because you're somebody who does movies across languages as well. You know, so and it's very different, isn't it? Right now, it's all about that cultural connect when it comes to telling stories.
Yes, I think it has to be a connect, and we are a land of a lot of culture coming in. With the moment we see that, the moment we see anything, we feel very connected. Hence you have movies, stories that you see are connected beautifully to our roots, grounding somewhere, and people like it, the simplicity, the resonation of it all. And I think the stories are going well, but there's a lot more that needs to be done.
We are in the year 2026. As far as making stories, making content, be it for OTT or for movies is concerned in India, it's all about going as local as possible. One of the biggest trends that seems to have emerged in the post-pandemic scenario as far as content is concerned in India is the rise of regional content. Tamil language content, Telugu language content, Malayalam language content, and not just restricted to the south, but across the board. People are able to connect with stories better when it is in their own language, and in fact they tend to be more loyal to content in their own language. That's been the big discovery over here, and that seems to continue going forward, and it'll only get more intense with more and more local stories. But what needs to be kept in mind is that these local stories are not just told for the local, domestic or Indian audience. When these stories are created, the intention is to say the story, the same story, to a global audience as well. We're in conversation with none other than Mr. Goldie Bell. Goldie, thank you so much for taking time out to speak to us. Talk to us, what is it like being here at the Content Hub Summit? Adapting to Screen Dynamics is the name of the session in which you spoke. Talk to us about it.
It's great. It's great to see this property grow so much, and Anil children taking it forward, and it's absolutely fantastic. I remember a time when it was in a hotel banquet, and now it's this huge 2 halls, parallel sessions. I mean, it's great. Kudos to these guys, yeah.
Okay. Now, I also want to talk to us about, what did you think about the session? Adapting to Screen Dynamics, now telling stories right now. It's both, isn't it? One is that you differentiate between OTT and the big screen. And obviously the nature of stories you can tell on OTT is far larger as compared to the nature of stories you can tell for the big screen. But at the same time, it's all about stories, and don't think about the screen first, think about the story first. Is also the brief, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you do think of the story first. But then the story has its own screen, So definitely evaluate stories and then consider what is the best way to reach the maximum people on which screen.
Can you tell us how are you doing it? What is the kind of content you're doing at Rose Audio Visuals right now? I hear talk about getting into branded content as well. But talk to us from fiction to branded content. What is the range of work that you're doing and how are you doing it?
So we're trying out a lot of stuff. We're doing linear TV. So we're doing linear TV in Hindi. We're most probably going to do some linear TV in Telugu as well. We're doing premium OTT content on Hindi and Telugu, and in Tamil as well. And we are also doing vertical dramas in Hindi at the moment, but moving forward in Telugu and Tamil as well. So we're doing all this kind of stuff. We are also now curating movies and finding scripts that we can convert into either an OTT movie experience or a theatrical experience, depending on the story and the ticket size. And moving forward, branded content, trying to get our own sales team in place and trying to get a direct contact with the brands. And, if we can have a great place where stories can meet brands, I think it's really ideal.
Clearly, technology is a very important theme here at the Content Hub VAM Summit 2026, and I'm right next to a piece of technology which is not really a stranger to anybody, a brand new, cool humanoid robot. Say hello. His name is RoboCool. I'm very happy to meet you. Happy to meet you, RoboCool. Nice to meet you. That's right. And RoboCool can give you answers just like ChatGPT does, except that you don't even have to type. You can just talk to RoboCool. You have any questions about anything at all, RoboCool will be able to answer that, because RoboCool is powered, of course, by artificial intelligence. That one factor that is changing how content is conceptualized, made, distributed and consumed, and that is the reason why technology is said to be a pillar as far as the evolution of content in India is concerned.
AI is really broadly being used into VFX. So the theme here is AI, and we're celebrating the content creation across the media, and of course VFX being the backbone of it.
Very important point you're talking about. No, it's not about the platform anymore. You have to be on every platform. Whatever content that you create micro drama, you create a mega serial, you have to be on all platforms, isn't it?
Correct, very correct. Like you see right now what platforms are rebranding themselves everywhere, right? They're producing TV shows, movies, microdramas, even producers have gone into all forms of content. And the technology behind it, right? The VFX studios, the AI content, what Neha correctly said, that they are going into also creation for across all platforms. It's all everything.
You are watching a special on the Content Hub VAM Summit 2026. I am Krishna Kumar, and this is day 2 of the Content Hub VAM Summit 2026, where day 2 is all about cracking the new content code and figuring out the new content paradigm as far as India is concerned, and the rise of new trends in content, specifically speaking, micro dramas, which have taken the content industry by storm. Literally every platform foraying into micro drama over the past 12 months or so. So that's where the buzz is as far as day 2 of Content Hub VAM Summit 2026 is concerned. It's also about the new means of visual storytelling that's emerging in India that is marrying local culture with global aesthetics. Conversations surrounding storytelling in India and how it's changing and evolving with the advent of course, artificial intelligence. Lots of talk on how artificial intelligence is altering budgets. It's rewiring the way content is made, consumed and marketed in this country. All of that with the biggest and the best of names. On day 2, some big names from some of the biggest OTT content platforms in the country have made their presence felt over here. Apart from fantastic visual effects artists behind some of the biggest films in the recent times, also explaining how they went about creating those visual effects. A packed day 2, and these were the highlights. The Content Hub VAM Summit 2026 is one big umbrella under which all stakeholders from all parts of the content creation and marketing ecosystem come together to have conversations. And this time around, conversations have centered a lot, especially on day 2, on or around visual effects and the costs associated with it, and how it is changing with more and more Indian companies being able to deliver top quality results, global standards at Indian prices. Kaveri Das, business head of Hindi Z5 and channel officer of ANT TV. Thank you so much for talking to us, Kaveri. Talk to us, what is it like being over here? What was the session like? It's a content summit at such a momentous, disruptive moment in the history of content in India, isn't it?
I think, today's session was not just about content, but also the fact that there are two models that exist, especially in the OTT business, about, there's AVOD and SVOD, and how both are here, both are thriving and both are here to stay. But, what we discussed was also what is so different about these two business models. Why would there were thoughts on it, Indians pay, they are price sensitive, where is the market headed towards? So those conversations were very meaningful, each had a different point of view. Also that languages today are thriving, like we are a platform with 7 languages.
From your perspective, from a Hindi OTT platform's perspective, what exactly has artificial intelligence done so far, and how do you see it impacting going forward?
No, absolutely. So AI is I think it's not the next big thing, it's already there. So AI is there in content, AI is there in scripting, AI is there in data, everywhere. How it has helped us is, it has helped build the momentum. So, it can bring in goodness in making content, in delivering content on time. It helps you understand data faster, analytics. So it is there, it is helping us, it's giving the momentum. We are also launching many AI-based content pieces because we believe, of course, there is that human part, but you cannot really run away from AI. It is here to stay. It will give you the velocity, the momentum, I think the goodness, the profitability, ROI, what we are looking at from a business perspective.
You've been a VFX artist for a long time, even when AI did not exist. How has it changed your work? And what is the kind of work that you're doing with AI in some of the other films that you're working on?
So AI is good actually, but right now when the AI started, we started doing the AI using AI for concepts or a storyboard or pre-visualizations. But right now they are into production. So now AI will coexist, but there are certain limitations still right now we're facing, which will be eradicated in future also. So whatever obstacles we are facing right now with using AI, we won't be there in future. In future, the more implementation of AI will be there, and we'll be working along with AI. We can't completely say that we can't touch it at all, but we'll be forced to use it the way how from the digital cinema to from analog cinema to digital negative comes. I mean, so still people say it's good, but after a lot of time, when the people who say good was reduced, then we all switch to the digital mirror. Vice versa, it will be there. Right now, it's a right path we are going, but it will coexist, but it won't empower it, overpower it. But there are certain limitations in AI which will start completing like basically AI agents' jobs will be done. That will be a process going to be captured and all, and it will be done. But the creative process will be still rely on human, I believe.
Absolutely, because as you speak about AI and AI-generated videos and content, there is also talk of AI slop. Basically, there's so much of bad quality content that AI. Just because AI can generate a video doesn't mean it's a good video, or it's an engaging video, or it's a believable video, or or it tells a story that engages people, isn't it? It's all about using AI the right way. But my question was that, does AI make your work faster, more efficient? Does it cut down a lot of redundancies like it does in so many other fields of work? I want to know when it comes to VFX.
Yes, AI does whatever you say. Everything does. AI does it. Right now we are facing challenges not only in terms of quality, in terms of stopping it for more usage. So that is the problem which we are facing, because when we start to do any concepts to given to any director, we make 10 concepts. So they have the leverage of selecting some 10 concepts or giving feedback among the 10 concepts. Since the AI comes, the concepts are gone into 3-digit numbers. Now we are in the zone of stopping the client. Sir, please stop. Just because now because options are more, so that's becoming a sad part of us to proceed ahead. So that's becoming a speed bump break right now, because it's like a kid in a candy store. Okay, you want this and want that. Everybody wants everything. So that's the only right now is the first stage. Now when we're going to be using AI, now the AI become user friendly. Everybody knows what is the limitation means. Then everything will settle on its own. So that is the proper time where we are going to utilize it. Right now we are just utilizing the AI like a headless chicken only.
Not just visual effects and animation, another major focus point was micro drama. The 1-minute stories that you see on your social media feeds, the people who make them in India are on the rise. It's a global trend. The only question is, how fast is India catching up with that global trend? And for that, we caught up with some of those micro drama creators to understand where exactly this section of content is headed. We're in conversation with Mr. Azim Lalani of Bullet Micro Drama Platform. Azim, thank you for talking to us. Oh, the buzz is all micro drama, from 3-hour-long movies to to series, OTT series, which is 1 hour per episode, to short format OTT series, which is half an hour per episode. Now we're down to micro dramas, which is 1-minute long stories, but multiple episodes of it, several dozens of episodes of it. You've been in the business. Talk to us, where exactly is Indian micro drama making at? Because this is all part of a global phenomenon of the rise of micro drama, isn't it?
See, basically I feel that we are still to reach that sweet spot in India to understand that where this industry is moving. There is a buzz, of course. It's a format, it's a new format, of course, but habit is already there, right? Like, people are scrolling there. It was passive scrolling now, which we used to call doom scrolling, which we still call doom scrolling. Now it's active scrolling, where you get an emotional payoff for every episode you watch, and that's how people tend to either watch ad or unlock, or pay some, buy some coins and unlock the episodes. So it's still, I think, very nascent in India, but it's very interesting that we have approximately 200 million, unique users, monthly unique users already in India, of the 600 million video viewing audience. So I feel this format is here to stay, with the traditional platforms, launching their micro drama categories and all, like Jio, like Amazon, like us, Z. I feel that it will become mainstream now. Till now it was tier 2, tier 3. Now it will become mainstream. Coming to your point about where we are from the global race, see, India is a very diverse market, right? Like, it's not like China, where it actually started, where it's one language, you have to crack one kind of category. Here we have 30 languages, and things change every 10 kilometers. So for anything to crack in India is very difficult. Plus, this whole paying for an emotional hook is not something India is used to. India is used to the serialized format, like you mentioned, OTT to short form to very short form, like test match one day and T20. But India, still the audience is exploring the subscription model only, right? And it's not paying per emotion kind of a model yet, which is predominantly the game of microdrama, that how do you create that kind of dopamine release in a user's mind that he has to go and watch an ad of 20 seconds and then watch the next episode, right? Or maybe pay for the next episode. India has not reached here. We are basically in a simple subscription model, trying to see, it's a PMF stage, I would still feel, which is a product market fit stage. And I think this year will be very crucial to see where we land at the end of the year. There have been various numbers, like, various research and studies which show that it's reached 300 million USD, it reached 500 million revenues. But all this, I think, is just very initial. Well-funded companies, they are exploring marketing and seeing what all is required. I feel content, data, technology, and emotional hooks and the grammar of the content, right? If all these 5 things the people understand who are behind the scenes, if they understand this whole game of how to use data, how to use cultural nuance, how to use language, how to use content, how to use AI-assisted pipelines, all of this all together, if it's successful, then only you will be able to, crack this microdrama game in India, I feel. So that's where we are right now.
I was asking this because the term microdrama itself is very new to so many people. If you can, for all those watching, can you just quickly explain what all comes under microdrama? Is there a limit of what is microdrama? Should it be every episode should be 1 minute minimum or maximum, or how does it go exactly? What are the parameters to call something microdrama?
I think it's the grammar, as I said. So it's not about a minute. It's about where your episode lands. If it's landing at, say, 50 seconds where you have to end it, then it's 50 seconds. If it's landing at 2 minutes, then it's 2 minutes. So every episode, is a loop wherein you have an opening, right? You have a conflict, right? When it opens, it's an emotional hook. Then is the conflict, then is the revelation, then is the cliffhanger. And then this goes on, right? Episode by episode, every 30 to 60 seconds. So this is what microdrama is. It's not that somebody thinks that boss short video bana liya, 60 episode bana liye, I have made a microdrama. No, this is a different grammar altogether.
First of all, from a purely opportunity perspective, we are the oldest civilization on earth with stories, legends, traditions, and we have to find a way to bring these stories to life, not only for India but for the global platform. Now, the tools and various tools have been existent, from 3D, 2D to 3D to visual effects. It has been evolution. Now, what has AI done is AI has definitely assisted us to bring these concepts to life a little bit earlier than what it will take. Now, that's a great thing, because what happens is you are able to get the concept, prove the concept, and figure it out, the commercial viability of it. However, the traditional ways of filmmaking, whether it is animation, visual effects, they will still exist, but AI will definitely aid and assist this process, which essentially means that we are very excited, because AI, machine learning, and all sort of tools are enabling us to think big, think volume, and think fast.
Yes, it's in technology which has come to hand. Currently, it is helping us in visualizing. It's saving our time a bit, but yes, in visual effects, it has still long way to go. But yes, I am hopeful. I am very optimistic about it, and I'm sure it will be evolving in, say, next 3-4 years. But currently, it's not a part of VFX pipeline. VFX AI for us, if it's embedded in our softwares, it's worth it, because technically the resolution and the bit range which we require for VFX, AI is still far away from that.
That is the reality, isn't it? Because that's why the term AI slop has become so famous right now. Purely AI generated videos, that people look at it and go, hey, this is AI generated. You don't have to tag it as AI generated. It clearly shows that it's AI generated, isn't it?
It's good for social media. Nowadays, the actor comes to us, shows us a video, see, this has done. But that's not working for VFX as a film. When you look at it, go and DI, there's a process of filmmaking, right? You go to DI, you do color grading. The moment you do a color grading on AI stuff, it's gone. It's clipped. So that doesn't work technically. But nowadays, yes, there is a social media buzz about it. But it has a good amount of time to come to reality for VFX at least. But I'm sure it will come to terms in, say, next 4-5 years. But until then, we have to do VFX with heart and soul, with our own traditional methods.
Everybody's talking about artificial intelligence and AI. That's changing everything quickly. How are you changing things with AI at Amazon Prime Video?
For us, AI is nothing but a tool in the hands of creators to tell their stories. So we always respond to stories. What's the story, screenplay, the core idea, and how will people respond to it? Now, whether that story is told with AI or without AI, that's absolutely secondary. It's a tool in the hands of makers to help them enhance their vision. That's
The thing is, what you choose to make. How much does AI drive what you choose to make eventually?
No, it's always stories first. It's always stories first. If it's completely made by humans, absolutely welcome. If it's something that has a lot of AI, that's also welcome. But the choice is always how compelling is the story and how we feel our customers will react to it.
And with that, we've come to this very special edition of the Content Hub VAM Summit 2026. It's been 2 packed days of discussions on everything content and technology. A lot was learned, and one thing is for sure, a lot is set to change as far as India's content industry is concerned in the days and the weeks and the months and the years going forward. So stay tuned to this space. But with that, it's time for me to sign off and take my coffee break. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News 9. English news as it should be.